Well, good morning, folks. Good morning. Good morning. First cock up. Good afternoon. I apologise for the late one today, guys. We had a very, very lively live stream last night with police abusing powers. I didn't actually get into bed till about 3 o'clock, although I dropped out at 2. And I was late getting up today, and I've had a load of phone calls this morning and emails and lots of other things to do. So, anyway, that's not what I'm here for, is it really? So, I said yesterday, here comes the next level of the fear campaign. Put your masks back on for the flu and other things. Apparently, it can save you from strep A as well if you put it on your kids. They won't catch that. But I'm feeling the deja vu in it all, as I said. Remember, wear your mask to save the world, save the NHS. Remember how that went? And how it's gone, more to the point. Followed by get your clot shot. Followed by now get your flu jab or any random antibiotics that they've got lying around that they can try against the strep A because they just haven't got the right stuff about, apparently. I'll give it all a miss. Thank you. I just don't want to be one of them excess death numbers which we're seeing more and more of now. But we all know now, we've gone on for quite a few years about how they can track mobile phones and what information they can get off of them. Well, now apparently, I don't take any of these reports as Jen, so anything I say about this subject, please don't take as gospel, because most of what comes out from over there is hearsay. As far as I'm concerned, there's no proof of a lot of it. But apparently, the Russians lost nearly 100 people because they were careless and used their mobile phones that obviously the Ukrainians could track. And boom, there you go. Fire some rockets down there. As what was the old saying they brought out? Oh, loose lips sink ships, wasn't it? But anyway, like I say, I don't touch that subject too often because you can't rely on any of the news coming from there. You really can't. And not just mainstream media. Don't forget, there's a lot of stuff gets put on social media and on platforms like this. Never take any of it as genuine unless you can actually see the proof or the proof's put in front of you. Everybody knocks mainstream media, but it does happen on here as well. But back home now, we've got the NHS bods and unions and whatever you're calling for the government to end their Christmas recess. And let's get into talks and try and sort this shit out. But as usual, the government ain't interested. We know they're not interested. As far as they're concerned, the less of us there is, the less they've got to bother about. But they're refusing to talk at the moment. But you've got hospital trusts all over the country, ours included, locally, declaring emergency situations. Well, funny enough, I got a text this morning to remind me that I got an appointment on Friday. Really hard up, aren't they? But yeah, they keep saying the NHS is failing. It's not. It has failed. All they're trying to do is recover. It has failed as far as I'm concerned. But, we've just got to wait and see what happens there. But now, with the government pushing the green agenda, here we go, one of my favourite subjects. Electric cars, green homes, all with insulation and these electric heat pumps, which are nowhere near as good as gas boilers, by the way. Now, I've always said in the past, and I still maintain, that this is not feasible, it's not affordable, it's not workable. And to prove one of the points that I used to bring up about the infrastructure, now we all know there's a housing crisis in this country. And it's not all down to our illegal arriving passengers either. The housing crisis was there long before this started happening. And the government have always said they want to build millions and millions of new homes. But I saw a piece by another YouTuber yesterday who I follow closely, that now in London they've started rejecting a lot of these building projects for residential properties. Reason being, the National Grid hasn't got the infrastructure or the ability to provide the amount of power these building projects need. They haven't got the infrastructure to supply them. And this is before they factor in the all-electric heating, all-electric appliances, EV charging. Now, I've said this all along, and now they've started to prove me right again. I've got a crystal ball somewhere up in the loft. I must put it up there. It's got pretty lights in it as well. Yeah, I've got to get up in there later because I've got to put the Christmas decorations up this week. So, yeah, I'll have a look for that. But yeah, the infrastructure just isn't there. I mean, they were saying, what was it, 2030 they want all this in by. Well, 2530. Come back and tell us how it went, will you? Because I don't think it's going to happen. Far from it. Sorry, I'm expecting a visitor as well. Virgin coming to pick all their ex-Wi-Fi crap up that I've ripped out. So, and talking to the visitors across the channel, we've said Border Force aren't doing nothing. Well, now they've actually got people on patrol with the French patrols on the beaches, on the French beaches. But they're not there to help or do anything. They're just there to observe. So, in my opinion, and I think many will agree with it, literally all they're there for is to film and report on the odd few boats that they stop, just to use for propaganda to show that they're doing something. I mean, I'll round the number up because there's a lot, many of them come over that we don't know about, that don't get caught, that don't get counted. But I'll round it up to 50k came last year, made that crossing. 50,000. And with what the Border Force and the Home Office are doing now, I think they're going to try and beat their own record next year. Wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, no. Bit. Right, there we go, guys. Everything's a rush today. Again, sorry for the late one today. I normally try to get them out before 11 o'clock. Videos, before anybody jumps in on that one. Mr. Nut may be conspicuous by his absence for a few days. Apparently, his sister got in touch with me and he's broken his phone. So he's going to try and get a new one. Nothing to do with the beer or making you jump, eh, Graham? No. Anyway, guys, welcome to the new subs. We're slowly building again now, although YouTube are doing their best to try and hide me. And I found another list of comments there that they'd effectively hidden, and there's must be 100 there from the last 2 months alone, and it's too late to reply to those now. So any of you new subs, if you do comment and I don't reply, it's literally because they've either removed the comment or they've hidden it and I haven't been able to dig deep enough to find it to reply. Unfortunately, due to some of the content I used to put out, YouTube are just on the ass all the time, and I just laugh at them, to be honest. Okay guys, right, that's it for today. As always, thank you for your support. My respect to each and every one of you for it. And before I go, stay safe, stay strong, and don't let them frighten you into things. They're trying. Make sure they don't succeed. Respects, guys.